Hello everybody, Tim back with you for another video and another review or retelling my experience at a Metallica concert. They were here in the Milwaukee area, downtown Milwaukee, at the new arena downtown called the Fiserv Forum. And this was my first opportunity to go into this arena. And I'll start off by saying this. As far as the Fiserv Forum goes, if anybody who works at the Fiserv Forum, is there a big shout out to the employees there, especially Nicholas, for all the help you were in accommodating me and my low vision and making sure I got to where I needed to be and make sure I met my ride after the show. I appreciate that, And Joe, the man that was sitting next to me, if you see this somehow, thank you so much for your help and your interest in making sure I enjoyed the show. Now to the reason why I was there, the show. First thing is I picked up this shirt. The big difference between this one and the one you've seen me wear in other videos from the show last month in Madison, this one also has, I don't know how well you'll be able to see it, but the tour dates on the back. Well, the one in my other shirt is just a specialized shirt for that show in Madison. It just has Metallica, Worldwide, Madison, and the venue and the date. So I was glad to pick the shirt up, and I think this is a shirt my friend Randy picked up from that show. And I think Darcy, you picked this shirt up from your show also. Also, partly because a video I saw Vinylizer do on tour programs, I thought, why not pick up the tour program? There's these write-ups on members of the band, on each members of the band, this one being Kirk Hammett. Here's the write-up on Lars. James, etc. Lots of photos. I'm not sure how well anybody's going to be able to see any of these. I apologize. One that kind of, just shows what the stage setup is. And on the front of it's all the tour dates they've been doing the last 2.5, 3 years. By the time this tour ends, he'll be in 2019. But now on to the show itself. I must say the set list at this show, as much as I enjoyed the Madison show, I enjoyed this one more because the set list featured less of the new album. Not that there's anything wrong with the new album. And more of the older things. And some things I have not heard live. Such as, and I posted 3 or 4 songs, that I filmed. One of them being The Unforgiven, which is one of my favorite songs from the Black Album, was played last night. They played another Kill 'Em All song. Along with Seek and Destroy, they played Motor Breath. And again, Darcy, if you're watching this, I got to experience Creeping Death live again, man. That is one of the most awesome live experiences I've had at any show, is that song. And the crowd at that, I guess you call it a bridge part, where they're chanting, die, die. Ever since 20 or so years ago when I heard that song live, and the frenzy it ripped the crowd into that night, Creeping Death has become my favorite Metallica song. And I got to hear it again last night. And I think I freaked the poor guy Joe, out next to me, and his wife, or whoever was next to him in the wheelchair, when the way I freaked out when they started playing that song, I think kind of freaked them out, like, whoa, something got into him. But there was still, the standards, and as I posted, one, Master of Puppets, were the last 2 songs before the encore. And I wish, instead of Spit Out the Bone to begin the encore, they would have played Blackened like they have at some of the shows on this tour. And then Nothing Else Matters, and ended with Enter Sandman. I noticed more pyrotechnics this time. Again, I wish they would have substituted Fuel for The Memory Remains, but they played Fuel again. And I was close enough this time to feel the heat from the fire when they, that shot up on the stage when they played Fuel, and a few other songs towards the end of the set there. But I rated the other show an 8.5. This one I'd let to be a 9. Mainly, I should say, for the changes in the set list. This show compared to the Madison show. Still hoping to hear Sanitarium live someday. I didn't get that one like some shows have gotten. They did Fade to Black and For Whom the Bell Tolls Again. Nothing wrong with those songs. But, just my personal preference there. So there you have it. Metallica Show number 2. Don't know if I highly doubt there's going to be a number 3, but never say never. Look for another episode of Talking Movies coming soon. Tomorrow I'm going to see the new Halloween movie. Might review that for you. I'm still planning on doing videos on how some of my favorite music ties in with some other horror movies, and also how some of my favorite music became my favorite music due to hockey. I'm planning on doing those videos shortly. And Jeff McCormick, if you're watching this, I'll do a response to you about why the 80s was the greatest decade for our type of music. But for now, everybody have a good rockin' day and the rest of the week. I'll talk to you tomorrow, probably. Everybody rock on. And Vinylizer, if you see this, it was good to see you again doing a video. Take care, everybody.